Hi guys, it is a beautiful day and I'm back with yet another project that we're working on. This was one that was not entirely expected this year. I mean, it was something we wanted to do, but we were able to get some bricks. It didn't cost us anything to get the bricks, so we took advantage of that and we're going to start on a project that we have been wanting to do. So let me show you. These are the bricks. They came off a building, and although, you know, they do have the holes on them because typically they were put on the building sideways, so you wouldn't have, you would have just seen the side of the brick. We are going to do them this way, but you know what? It's brick. It doesn't matter. It's going to work for what we need it for. You can see this is the front of our steps. We're just formulating some type of a pattern here to put these bricks out and get an idea of how many bricks that we actually need. Okay, so do you want to go, how do we want to do this? Do you want to go all the way across here? Or just go here? See what I mean? See how this one goes across and this one's only partial?
Yeah.
Do you like it like this? And then do it this way. And then do another row. That way. Somehow take these ones out and replace them here. I found 6, so it's perfect. I found an extra flat one that was like a solid. You can see here we have some solid ones. I love those. And this is all we could get. There was a couple that were broken in half, but we're going to take what we can get. So I kind of incorporated those in like every other, just so that they would look like they fit better. And they are directly in front of the steps. So we do have these facing this direction, and then we have these ones kind of alternating. I don't know. We were just trying to formulate a pattern that looked different than just solid stacked bricks. And this happened to be what we fell into the pattern of. I'd like to plant some creeping thyme in the middle. We're going to put some dirt on these and cover them, and they'll be just kind of haphazardly in the ground. They'll settle. We're going to get some rain, so all of that will settle, and it'll look good, hopefully, when we're all finished. I think we're going to make another trip to get a few more. this is what we have for right now. What do you think of it? You liking it? You happy with it?
Yeah, it'll look perfect.
Okay, we are done with the design. This is what we decided on. We have changed it so many different times, but this is it. This is the final design. So it's kind of a basket weave with a little bit of a straight line of bricks going through it. And then there's 2 rows of basket weave and then another row of straight. So that's what we decided on. It's what looks best, and we both absolutely love it. Now we have to fill it in with some dirt, and I need to get some plants to plant in between. Some creeping thyme is what I want to do. And look, guys, we had 1 brick left. So I'd say we had it exactly enough. So being gifted these bricks was truly such a blessing. So now we need to get to work on the rest of it. And I have to tell you, I was telling Joe, this has been a very challenging workout on the gluteal muscles because I'm very sore, and I'm sure I'll be more sore tomorrow morning. Before I go any further, I want to show you, can you see this space underneath of the bottom step? We really want to fill that in. We'll probably fill in both the top and the bottom. I don't know, this one and this one, just so that it doesn't look off. But we need to do that because we're going to fill all of this here, and it's just going to go down in there. So I don't want it to get lost in underneath of the steps. So I'm going to measure all of that and see if we have a board that we can just slide underneath of there and attach underneath both places and get that fixed. It's exactly 7 feet wide, so that's 84 inches. So I'm gonna go see what I can find for boards in the garage. We didn't have boards to fit in there, so we just put strapping to level off where the dirt is. That way the steps aren't gonna look any different than they had before we put that piece of strapping on there. So, but as we fill in the soil, which is going to balance off that flower bed that I started weeding and haven't finished, means I have to finish it because that soil is going to run right over there, and it's just going to, the brick walkway in essence will border the garden, the flower garden. So I need to get doing this in order to get this filled with soil. But in the meantime, I'll show you over here, Joe is already starting to fill this with some soil, and like I said, we're just gonna brush that all in there. I'll get a broom and we'll just kind of brush that in. We just want these as a surface step. It's not, I mean, this is already a gravel pathway and it's pretty cement-like. It's filled in pretty heavy. So this is going to form a really great base for this. So all we really need to do is set these out the way we want them and then put that over them and plant whatever else we want in them. So the base is there, we just need to do the rest. We want this to be very primitive, not perfection. So we're good with how we're doing it unless the future tells us otherwise. But for right now, this is how we're going to do it. Do you want me to go to the basement and get that push broom?
Yeah. Hell.
This pretty much weeded. I'm gonna say pretty much because there are some wild strawberries growing in here and our granddaughters really want me to leave it in there. So I did pull out a lot of them, but I'll leave some of them. My lips are all stuck together. I'll leave some in there for them. Okay, so this is really gonna help a lot because I do need to mulch this bed, but I've been putting it off because I knew I needed to go through and just go through them and plant some more and different stuff. I don't know if you can see these mosquitoes that are flying around, but they're just like piranhas. They're terrible. But you can see this is going to look so good because I have never really had a definitive border, and this walkway is going to absolutely show this in a way that I never could before, because honestly I knew we wanted to do something here, but we weren't really absolutely sure what. It's about 5:30. Joe headed over to the greenhouse to water the plants there and check on those. It's been pretty warm today. We're supposed to get rain tonight, but that doesn't help anything in the greenhouse, so he's gonna water those. I've got to get in out of these mosquitoes. We're just going to finish up here, and I'll show you what it looks like once we're done. All right, I'm not sure at what point I left off because my battery just died. But I was talking about the island of grass and weeds that would go between the flower bed and the walkway here before the bricks. So the bricks and, you know, this whole beautiful walkway, it just defines it, and it gives it its own space. And I love that. So this is gonna be great. So we do have other things to address, obviously. We do have, you know, over here, we need to address that spot. This is an area that doesn't get a lot of grass growth there. So what we'll do is we'll probably put a lot of soil on there, and then it's just gonna kind of give it a little bit of a slope, which will drain whatever's on the walkway, kind of drain it down towards the lawn. And here, well, here's the same story that I had over on the other side, the flower garden. I am working on this flower bed. I've been working on it little by little. You can see I've got that side pretty much taken care of. I mean, it does need to have more mulch, but I'll get there. I'm planting more flowers as I go here. But here, this all has to be weeded out. But today's focus is the walkway. I'm thrilled with it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm exhausted. I'm bug bitten. I'm being chewed alive here. So I'm going to close out this video. Thank you for following us. And look at that. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. We are just both so in love with this. He took off, went down to his dad's to visit him, and I'm going to clean everything up. And thanks for joining me. Until next time.